the planetary framework moved ridiculously rapidly to any time make sure to the Sun. Clearly, the fundamental thing that we have seen coming to us from interstellar space from amazing spots. People have been exploring space at some stage all through current quite a while, generally with ones that visit the farthest wraps up of the sun control contraption and beyond, to find things that we can't with a rich telescope. The general thought is that these things exist, they're there in region, and we ought to find them. However, with the disclosure of Oumuamua, the total of that changed. The noteworthy adventurer from huge nearby has been endeavored masses during the most recent 2 or 3 weeks. This object is basically a bit of another nearby BIP planetary structure that was shot. However, the James Webb Telescope settled the essentially guaranteed photo of the distant beast and has observed matters that nobody considered coming accompany us to be. We jump further into this image, and how the disclosure of Oumuamua has impacted the area of science in nearby UA is an odd and entrancing article. Generally, it moved out of the profundities of space and made the entire in general for slowdown of the blue while the article was showed. Everyone expected to find out around it, considering reality not the slightest bit like this had any time been seen. This wide stir guessed loathed in our nearby planetary system from a remote spot beyond our own. It is fundamentally an uncommon interstellar pioneer wandering through the boundlessness of region to pay us a short go-to. Its unequivocal look, which appears to be a slight stogie, or as I truly prefer to call it a ceaseless needle, makes it as conflicted with to anything that we have encountered previously. This colossal openness became made on October 19, 2017, while the Dish Stars 1 telescope in Hawaii explored the night sky and found the presence of Oumuamua. It transformed into an extraordinary event, as this demonstrated the initial time stargazers seen an article beginning from out of practitioners, our planetary framework. Essentially more insane, changed into the way that it everything considered made it to the level of our planetary design, and become headed immediately toward the path of Earth. Oumuamua's appearance changed into possibly the marvelous matter that had whenever occurred, and it was pivotal to dive further into it, as it appeared a parcel of like the best way to deal with opening the insiders of our sizable climate. That is the clarification. A genuine picture of it is a huge arrangement. At any rate, a picture isn't typically where they will stop. Experts have made arrangements to use the detectable James Webb Space Telescope for inspecting interstellar things as they dodge through our shut by planetary gadget. Being the essential of its sort, the telescope's famous qualities lie in its capacity to generate and examine infrared light, making it a crucial instrument for this. This exceptional exploration, furnished with cutting-edge futile goal and absurd responsiveness gadgets, the Webb telescope has an amazing potential to take a gander at objects which are nonsensically old, far off, or blackout for different telescopes to stagger on. This unbelievable S's responsiveness, besides, power creates a precise open door for experts to fundamentally bounce into the privileged insights of interstellar contraptions, uncovering their fabricated piece and revealing their huge substance. There's nothing more to it enormous challenging to take a gander at from Earth, in the event that you just analyze the things without basically getting a completely wonderful point of view on them. The James Webb Space Telescope's high-level exhibit of infrared cameras gives an extra layer of accuracy to the picture of interstellar articles. With its ruling progression, the telescope can produce tangled data and subtleties, portraying these captivating prominent pilgrims as they embrace inside our observational accomplish. So whether you are not getting valid pics which are in one piece, it can aggregate stacks while perhaps not put away a way of photos together to make one uber picture that has each and every detail you'll whenever want to see. Since it's miles fit for getting the smallest and most touchy parts of these interstellar things, the Webb telescope licenses researchers to direct enormous assessments and resolve the secrets that untruth concealed inside the profundities of the universe. Yet, this is only the starting. The Webb telescope without a doubt extends the limits of appraisal through permitting researchers to follow down the depths of room at scales and wonderful stages that were previously preposterous. Starting up a space of as a self-evident reality, invigorating clinical demands, and fostering the restrictions of our ability and data of the universe. Hence, they picked the James Webb Telescope over the Pan-STARRS-1 telescope for this. Besides augmentation evaluation that doesn't recommend that the PANS-1 telescope isn't for the most part famous at how it helps sure. Both are superb. The School of Hawaii's Pan-1 telescope remains a crucial galactic contraption. Organized on the most raised sign of H at the exquisite island of Maui, Hawaii. With its 1.8-met opening, this telescope plays out an essential situation inside the incredible compartment stars. A helpful exertion related to regarded foundations, including the School of Hawaii beginning for stargazing and its Linall Lab Maui in development by what's more, enormous execution computing center, and advancement frameworks worldwide at its center. The Pan-STARRS-1 telescope is depended with exploring the sky for transient heavenly articles, like space rocks and comets, and coordinating the planetary gadget in grand part. Its wide-field imaging limits and cutting-edge age make it a basic resource in the trip to explore and understand the universe. The telescope is expected for wide-field inestimable imaging, giving a sweeping perspective on neighborhood. Its central task is to conduct careful examinations of the night sky, taking photos of the brilliance of brilliant articles and optical frequencies from a long way off structures, and going cloud to exciting comets and space rocks. The telescope predominantly looks at the universe, recording the wonders that populate our amazing assessed universe. To deal with the customary proportion of records occurred during those overviews, the Pan-STARRS-1 telescope is based on the current PS11 picture processing pipeline. This remarkable programming authoritatively strategies and dissects huge components of observational records, dispensing with loved experiences and permitting space experts to make earth-shattering disclosures. The strength of cutting algorithms and computational strategies gets together to play a critical occupation in uncovering the covered secret inside the vast heavenly photos overcame. The Pan-STARRS-1 is one of the best incredible limitations of the Pan-STARRS-1 telescope is its commitment to the dish stars, nearby Earth, object study. This serious endeavor makes a specialty of cautiously zeroing in on generally speaking. Sky continually, looking out close are things that could present a limit, a valuable open door to our planet. It was the one to find out and Oumuamua right away. Specialists were sure beyond a shadow of uncertainty, taking all things together probability. Coincidentally, that a leaning towards space rock was going towards Earth. When UAM was first perceived surrounding the Sun arranged, the fundamental supposition changed into that it become an unavoidable space rock. With no guarantees a large part of the time the case with various unidentified space battles, its look and direct radiated an impression of being strong with that association driving cosmologists to arrange it. As such, later, all had thought about an unprecedented stone plunging through the planetary contraction. A conventional sight and grandiose observations. However, as experts went out to process and explore the records gathered from Oumuamua, it rapidly became impeccable that this interstellar traveler became something atypical. Its specific credits went against essential demand, prompting specialists to re-examine their basic assumptions. Rather than standard space rocks, showed one-of-a-kind limits that set it aside from any brilliant article previously tracked down. Perhaps the most striking part of Oumuamua was its expand structure, seeing back to a little stogie or a broad needle. As tangled with a changed shape routinely connected with space rocks, the odd morphology tested present models of brilliant article design and progress, raising issues about the cycles at risk for adornment. Oumuamua's structure, not persevering through its deferred structure, Oumuamua besides showed fast distress, turning on its middle at a rate curiously rapid for a mean space rock. This impetus turned correspondingly exceptional away from known superbar bodies, and acquainted with the thrill ride, incorporating its starting point. Additionally, UA validated strange miracle groupings since it gone through space, suggesting potential anomalies in its piece or surface characteristics. The ceaseless evaluation of Oumuamua has goaded intense consistent conversation and speculation, with researchers proposing unique theories to figure out its secretive components. Some speculate that it might be a part slung from a larger body in a distant star structure, while others propose streaming powers as the part behind its extended shape. Regardless of these proposed explanations, uncertainties regarding UMA's genuine quintessence come through, highlighting the necessity for extra assessment and understanding. Oumuamua's compact passage through our sun-based system gave a fascinating and open entryway for stargazers to focus on an interstellar visitor extremely close. It offered critical bits of knowledge into the possibility of things starting from past our planetary gathering. Since its disclosure, researchers have consistently separated the data collected during its visit, searching for signs about its beginning combination and direct. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its undeniable level capabilities, is prepared to play a fundamental role in unraveling the mysteries surrounding Oumuamua and other interstellar articles. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, the telescope promises to enhance our ability to observe and analyze far-away, heavenly bodies, opening new disrupted areas within the assessment of the universe. The sincerity of the situation was highlighted by Oumuamua's fast speed through our sun contraption. Time happened to the essence, and experts speculated an imperative mission. They had a critical 11 days to hoard as much data as possible about this hazardous explorer before it wound up being nonsensically far off to examine. In expansion over the long haul, the normal chance to get information dwindled, commending the prerequisite for expedient and green spotlights on. The strain changed into mounting, figuring out that any put-off could imperil their understanding into this perfect article. Once left the planetary gathering, there may not be one more bet to get the records. This changed into an extraordinary open approach to set up each accessible trained professional and contraption to gather assessments and have a view. It truly, however, getting a rush of information didn't by and large convey clearness, and scattered the problem, including this dark thing. As the data arose, the mystery counting Oumuamua became more complex. The astounding credits and disappointing way of acting of this interstellar guest kept on astounding specialists, leaving them with extra recognizable demands and techniques. Why you use an excursion through our sun-based contraption days was one of the most amazing, invigorating, and puzzling practices in later bombastic records. Found in October 2017 through the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope in Hawaii, this interstellar guest promptly got the thought of trained professionals and the overall public. Its size and shape got together with a lack of regular imminent cutoff points conflicted with standard assumptions and achieved inquiries around its establishment heading in nature,